Happy solar eclipse Sunday, fun day. On this Sunday, I was urged to come out to the ocean, feeling like, since the sun, the moon, the water, and feeling a little biblical about the solar eclipse, meaning like I was watching, the 10 Commandments. So this kind of over here with the sand dunes going up like this kind of reminded me a bit of the 10 Commandments, because in the Bible they talk about the solar eclipse and the meaning of the solar eclipse. So it really made me feel like I needed to take a journey out here and do something with the ocean and talk about what I feel in my heart what the solar eclipse is sort of about. And I don't know if anybody else is resonating with this feeling, where it's really something. Let me find a spot to put the camera and speak about what I feel the solar eclipse represents and how I feel it's so biblical and so meaningful, and we are so blessed to have this experience, especially this experience of a total solar eclipse. So let me take my blanket from Jordan, for real, the Middle East, which is part of this biblical content that I'm going to speak about. I feel that the solar eclipse is a way that God is showing us He's mad. I know we think it's very rad, this solar eclipse, but God is a little bit mad at what we're doing here. So I brought out what I feel we need to remember, because we forgot. We don't really pay attention to what life is about. At least that's the way I feel. The 10 Commandments. Yes, I feel that He's coming to give us a message to remind us of what we need to do here for our planet, and for ourselves as humans, and what we were gifted with. Like, I feel like I got the tablets here because I printed out the actual 10 Commandments and a lighter version for us to really comprehend it in today's time. So on the first commandment, they say, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." And that means to put God first in today's time. I'm not sure if we're doing that. And then the second one is, "Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image." And in today's world, I could say that, like, worship only God. No other image, no other statues. There are still places that worship statues. So I could see why the solar eclipse is happening. The third commandment, "Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain." That means not to misuse His name. And in today's world, I think we do that quite a bit. We have to kind of brush up ourselves and figure out how we're going to clean that act up. And on the fourth one, it says, "Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy." And that means to rest on the seventh day and keep it holy. Pick either Saturday, Sunday, whichever day you prefer. Pick a day to give praise to God and keep yourself in connection with Him, right? And the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, "Honor thy father and thy mother," means to obey your parents. And that's a big one today. I don't think a lot of them are doing it. So here comes that solar eclipse. Number 6, "Thou shalt not kill." Never hurt anyone. Boy, do we have a lot of war going on and a lot of violence. I'm sure the solar eclipse has a lot to do with that. Number 7, "Thou shalt not commit adultery," meaning keep your wedding vows. I believe there's a lot of mishap going on that planet here on Earth here with that one. Here comes the moon, sheltering over the shadow of the sun. Number 8, "Thou shalt not steal." Don't steal. Ooh, the sun's shining up heavy on that one. Yeah, I know, Heavenly Father, a lot of stealing going on in every which way, every angle, every under which way, this way, that way, every which way. Through money, through items, through every kind of angle you could possibly think. I'm sure that they're stealing. Okay, I'm so sorry, Father. Number 9, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, meaning always to tell the truth. Meaning try to do your best to not lie. And you know what? That's called integrity. Even when nobody's around, you could still tell the truth, right? That's kind of what he's looking for. And somehow we've made him mad with these things. And number 10, thou shalt not covet. That means don't wish for other people's things. Don't envy people. If somebody's having a great day and you're not, so be it. Why should you say, I wish I had what they have? God gave you everything for you. You should be happy with what he gifted you with, right? I feel that these 10 commandments are going to come into play. And that's my feeling, my vibe. I'm not trying to put it upon anybody. This is what I'm putting out there for my Sunday fun day. This is what I'm feeling for this solar eclipse. I feel that when Moses went up into where he had to travel and everything he went through because of the Pharaoh was praising other, gods, and God took away his son, and then, they came after Moses and he separated the Red Sea, and then he washed away all of those that were trying to kill. You see, all of this actually comes to play today in a new version. I'm not saying the Bible in itself is happening today, because that was then, but today now is a new version of the same stuff repeatedly. And he's asking us to please pay attention to your behavior. And if you don't, you will wrath what I give you. And the last total solar eclipse in 2021, I did my homework on it, showed that the planet had some major changes for 3 days after. We lost a lot of people. We had a lot of floods. We had a lot of natural disasters. We had climate change. Everything took place 3 days after. And in the Bible, it took 3 days after the solar eclipse also. So I'm curious to see for the next 3 days after the solar eclipse, what's going to come into play. And I ask for God's mercy in every which way. Today, I will be going on a global meditation with Star Magic Healing, Jerry Stargate. Thank you so much for the invite from 3 to 4 here in New York. I will be joining him on his London Zoom. I don't know how many other people will be doing this, trying to put out hopefully good vibes and good frequencies and washing away the negative part of this world. Hopefully we can strengthen some kind of universal bond here to help us connect to God, because that's what we need to do with our inner self, with our inner being, become the best thing that we can be. So this solar eclipse hopefully will give us a chance to make amends, and hopefully God will have mercy. Till next Sunday fun day, do enjoy the love of the solar eclipse though. I cannot wait to see this part that's going to be showing up. So I wore my big old solar eclipse glasses here representing boom how big it's going to be. And enjoy that. Have a great Sunday fun day. Bye.